Hello students, welcome back to your class of English, and today we'll discuss about the sample paper. Today we'll discuss the solution, that what could be the possible answers of the given questions. I hope that you all have solved the paper, and today you would be able to match the answers which we are going to discuss today. So as you know that your question paper as well as sample paper is of 50 marks, and it is divided into 4 sections. Section A, that is of reading. Section B is of writing skills, Section C is of grammar, and Section D is of literature. So now let's discuss about the first part, that is reading comprehension. It is of 6 marks. The first passage is of 6 marks. Read the given passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. So are you ready? Yes, let's start. To make our life a meaningful one, we need to mind our thoughts, for our thoughts are the foundation, inspiration, and the motivating power of our deeds. We create our entire world by the way we think. Thoughts are the causes and the conditions are the effects. To make our life a meaningful one, we need to mind our thoughts. If we want to make our life worthful one, meaningful one, then we need to control our thoughts, as our thoughts are a foundation, inspiration, cause of encouragement and motivation, and they just give us motivating power to whatever we do. So we create our entire world by the way we think. Though thoughts are the causes and conditions are the effects. Whatever we think, whatever we do, they are causes and effects. Our circumstances and conditions are not dictated by the world outside. It is a world inside us that creates the outside. If we talk about the circumstances, the phases and the conditions of the life, here the narrator is saying that it is not caused by or dictated by the world outside, but it is a world inside, the inner world that every person has in itself. It is the inner world that creates the outside. Whatever we are, that is our attitude, and according to that we just examine or judge the circumstances that are outside the world. Self-awareness comes from the mind, which means soul. Mind is a sum total of the state of consciousness, grouped under thought, will, and feeling. So if we know that what we are, self-awareness comes from the mind, which means soul, to which we talk about that soul is everything. As it is said by great men, the gurus, the mahatmas, their soul is everything, and whatever we do in this world, it means to just get salvation. And mind is a sum total of the state of consciousness. Whatever we do, whatever our mind asks us to do, that comes under thoughts, our will and feelings. Besides self-consciousness, we have the power to choose and think. In addition to have self-awareness, self-consciousness, we have the power to think, to choose, to do. Krishna says, no man resteth a moment inactive. No man resteth a moment inactive. Even the Lord Krishna has said about this thing, about man, that no man, including everyone, can't live a life inactive. Even doesn't matter when we are bodily inactive, we are not doing anything, but we know that our mind is always active. We are always in the process of thinking, feeling. At every moment, this self-awareness that is grouped under the thought, will and feeling always keeps on working. So here Krishna says that no man resteth a moment inactive. Even when inactive on the bodily plane, we are all the time acting on the thought plane. Even when we are taking rest, we are physically inactive, but even at the time, our thought plane means the process of thinking going on. Every time it goes on. Therefore, if we observe ourselves, we can easily mold our thoughts. If our thoughts are pure and noble, naturally actions follows the same. So here it is said, if we observe ourselves, we introspect ourselves, we think about ourselves, that we can easily mold our thoughts. We know very well that what are we, whether we are doing right or not, good or bad, morally, ethically, what we are. So if we know that our thoughts, whatever we think, our ideas, feelings, emotions are pure and noble, then naturally actions. Whatever, it is a well said saying that what we see, what that we do, or what we think, that we do. So if whatever the thoughts we have, accordingly we do the action. If our thoughts are filled with jealousy, hatred and greed, our actions will be the same. So here the narrator is very clearly telling us that our actions are always governed by our thoughts. If the thoughts will be pure and noble, then automatically the actions will be done in the right direction for the welfare of others. They would be pure, noble for the betterment of others. But if the thoughts are filled with jealousy, hatredness, greed, then our actions will be the same. Karmically, however, thought or intent is more possible and dynamic than an act. One may perform a charitable act, but he doesn't think charitably and is doing the act just for the sake of gain and glory. It is his thought that will determine the result. Theosophy teaches us that every thought, no matter how fleeting, leaves a seed in the mind of the thinker. These small seeds together go to make up a large thought and determine one's general character. Trying to keep a thought from our mind can produce the very state we are trying to avoid. We can alter our environment to create the mood. When, for instance, we are depressed, if we sit by ourselves trying to think cheerful thoughts, we often don't succeed. But if we mix with people who are cheerful and who can bring about a change in a mood and thoughts, every thought we think, every act we perform creates in us an impression. Like everything else, is subject to cyclic law and becomes repetitive in our mind. So we alone have the choice to create our thoughts and develop the kind of impressions that make our actions more positive. So here overall it has been trying to say that our mind is that can produce the situation, the state that we're trying to avoid, and we can alter, we can change the environment by creating the different mood. When we discuss or when we mix up with other persons who are cheerful and those who can bring the change, but even then your thoughts never leave you. So in that condition we alone have the choice to create our thoughts and to develop the kind of impressions that will govern our actions and turn our actions into the positive way. So now let's have a look on the questions followed by this passage. The mind is sum total of. Options are the power to choose and think, consciousness and unconsciousness, thought, will and feeling, none of these. As we have read, the correct answer is thought, will and feeling. I hope you also have done the correct answer, opted the correct one. Okay. We change our mood when we are depressed by. We change our mood when we are depressed by thinking cheerful thoughts by ourselves, mixing with people who are cheerful, keeping thoughts totally away from our mind, and none of these. Mixing with people who are cheerful. The next is the synonym of foundation used in paragraph 1 is. Synonym of foundation. The synonym of foundation will be basis. And the antonym of glory used in paragraph 3 is glory. Glory's antonym would be shame. And the next question is the word in paragraph 3 which means the same as full of activity is dynamic. The correct answer would be dynamic. And in paragraph 4 the word dash means the same as happening in rotation. Happening in rotation. The answer is cyclic. So these are the answers of passage 1, and now we'll discuss about the passage 2.